Okay, so the pattern will read changing colors after making the final German short row with working color. So let me show you what that looks like. Right here, these are all double stitches. These have all been wrapped, but this one has not. So I am going to German short row that. And yeah, these markers are just going to be side by side for right now. On the wrong side row, knit to 2 stitches before the end. I am 2 stitches before the end. I wove in my original ends so as not to confuse anyone. And this is going to be my contrast color 1. And I'm going to have, it says that I'm going to bring the working color to the front and break the yarn. So there it is. With new color, place ball end in front and then position the tail to the back like that. And then I'm going to slip these 2 stitches purlwise and turn the work. So I'm going to want to hold these tails, hold them to anchor, but my working yarn, remember, is coming from the back because I'm making that I-cord edge. So I'm going to hold on to the tails and I'm going to knit with my contrast color 1. Give myself a little more yarn, and you really want to, of course, add the new color from the right side, because on the wrong side you'll see these sort of the purl ridges, so it's very important to add it from the right side like this. And let me just, if you are someone that likes to use the German short row marker, I will scoot on down there and show you what that looks like. So I've entered the area where this marking the use of contrast color 1. So I am knitting these 3 stitches and I'm going to, but see, this needs to become my German short row. So what I'm going to need to do is take these 2 markers out for a second and leave the fixed marker in. I want that to stay there because I will use that on the way back. It's very important that it stays in. And then I'm going to turn my work and make a German short row. So I'll slip the stitch purlwise, pull this to the back, and in this way replace this marker. This marker is going to move down the rows like that. And I will be finishing my first, this is the wrong side, and I'm finishing my first ridge in contrast color 1. When I get to the end of the row, I will I-cord that end of row with the 2 stitches, and I can weave in the ends later on. Here's the end of the first garter ridge, wrong side view. So I knit this stitch, bring my yarn to the front, slip the 2 stitches purlwise, turn my work, and I'm ready to continue. I want to show you what it looks like in here. This is the wrapped stitch, and here are the 2 other stitches that haven't been wrapped. I'm on the second ridge on the right side. So I'm going to go ahead and knit right up to that marker or up to the double stitch. I remove the marker. I slip the stitch purlwise, bring the yarn over the needle, put the marker back in. And now I'll be knitting back on my second ridge. I only have to do this a total of 3 times in my swatch. Breaking it, setting that aside, getting my new color out. The ball end is toward me, the tail end is away from me. Then I will slip these last 2 stitches, turn my work. Again, I'm joining from the new color on the right side of the fabric. Okay, and you can see here that between these fixed stitch markers, all 3 stitches have been wrapped, and these next 3 stitch markers, which are to indicate contrast color 2, have not been wrapped. So I will slip this marker, knit right up to the German short row, which is this one, and I'm going to knit it. I'm going to put this fixed marker back in to preserve those stitches for later. Turn, make that German short row. I like using the marker, so I'll put it back in and knit back on my first wrong side row in contrast color 2. Well, you're getting a sense of how the pattern works. Here's that right angle right there, and the garter side is forming the hypotenuse of the triangle, and these stripes are coming over in parallel to this cast on edge because of the German short row, the nature of the German short row. And up here is running an I-cord edging, which is where we change color. At this point, the pattern reads continue in pattern for both contrast color stripes and the remaining tip of the triangle of main color 1. Continue with main color 1 until you have German short rowed all but the last 2 stitches. Slip 2 with yarn in front. So hopefully you're getting a sense for how the pattern works. And I hope you'll discover, like I have, how much fun it is to change colors in a SoHo Square. So I'm going to carry on with my main color until I wrap the last German short row, which is all but the last 2 stitches. Those remain unwrapped. I'll show you that when I get there.